Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to give you another Project Pan update. I honestly can't remember when I last updated you guys. It's been kind of a struggle for most of the summer because I've been working at a summer camp. So progress has been pretty slow simply because I haven't been wearing makeup on a regular basis. But I have finally made, I think a noticeable dent, so I wanted to go ahead and share it with you. All right, the first item that I have completely finished up, I actually don't have to show you. I don't know where I ended up putting it, but it was the Revlon lip product that I had in Peach Parfait. Used it up just like that, and it's officially gone. That's one less lip product. I'm really excited about it. I also used up the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Marine Boosting Mist. When I first started it, I was up here, and then I used the rest of it. This flew by really fast. I've been crushing setting mist lately. This was fine. It wasn't anything that I thought like I had to have. It wasn't better than my Too Cool for School, so I wouldn't necessarily buy it, but I enjoyed using it while I had it. The other item that I have to say is officially finished is my Fergie Wet n Wild Take on the Day eyeshadow primer. I actually depotted it, and I was so sad to say that I was not able to completely use this before it dried out. I was noticing that it was actually getting so dry that it was drying out the skin on my eyes. So I went ahead and just called it quits. I didn't have a lot left. I had made some really good progress on it. I am bummed that I can't say I really used it all up, but it is at least out of my collection, and I'm moving on to other eyeshadow primers. I'm finding that this year I have made exceptional progress in all that is primers. And I have very few primers left, like on backstock. I've really been crushing it in that category. The next item that I've used up completely is my blush from my Balm How About Them Apples. I've got like maybe one application left, like maybe one. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it done because I really just don't have much left to work with. I'm so proud of myself for panning one of these. This is, or I should say was, one of my least used blush items, and I absolutely love it. I'm just gonna start working on another one of these. I really have been enjoying cream blushes this summer, and I'm happy that this worked out so well for me. All right, now onto the items that I haven't finished, but I've just been making progress on. The first I have is the Physicians Formula. This is the Nude Wear Touch of Glow Foundation in Light. When I started, I was up here, and now I am down to here. There is not a ton left in here. I like this foundation a lot, but I'm not going to miss it when it's gone because I have to mix it with some lightning drops, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I'd rather just use a product that matches my skin tone, but if this is a match for you, I personally think it's a really nice, solid, like, it looks like your skin, but a bit better kind of foundation, which I'm a big fan of. Then we have the NYX Wonder Pencil in Light. I just keep plugging away on this. It's slow going, and I'm not necessarily tracking how much of this on like a piece of paper that I'm using because I just don't feel like my progress is that noticeable. But once I get down to probably the wording, then I will be able to actually start like logging my progress. I also have my The Body Shop bronzer. This packaging is falling apart at the seams. It's definitely getting old. Like I told you guys in the last like update or post I did for Project Panning, I was thinking about repressing this, and I just am too afraid to, and I'm just not. So I'm going to try to put off repressing it for as long as I can, but this is where I'm at. You can see that I'm really starting to wear away the product. I don't mean to blind you, sorry. On the sides here, it's slow moving, but it's progress, and the more pan I can get, the better. I also am happy that it's not flaking on me. When I first started to get pan, I was like getting flakes all the time whenever I would throw my brush, and that was kind of a nuisance, but that's kind of gone away. So I'm just gonna keep going and going with this because I really desperately want to pan this whole thing. I also have the Your Minerals Sweden Finishing Powder. I haven't been making like a ton of progress on this. There's, some in here. I just am not using setting powder as much. I'm setting my under eyes a little bit and the occasional acne mark, but it's not as heavy as when I am doing the powdering in the winter. I don't really know why, because my face tends to produce like a bit more oil in the summer, but yet I just don't find myself gravitating towards the powder, so I'm going to keep plugging away at it. I think after this, I only have like 2 larger tubs of powder, and then I'm done, which is really exciting. Then I have my Clinique Chubby Stick highlighter. I am so over this highlighter. I've been kind of bad about using it faithfully. You know, I started all the way up here and I'm slowly going down, and you can see that like the progress is steady. I've got this much left. It's just not my favorite formula, I guess is the right word for it. So I will not miss this when this is gone, and it's really eye-opening. I got this in a Sephora Play box, so even though like it was a sample, it has lasted me beyond what I wanted to last me for, so I'm not gonna miss this. And then the last thing that I have is the Julep Eyeshadow 101, basically like a shadow stick in the color Champagne Shimmer. Started up at this line and now I'm down to here. There is not a whole lot left in here. I feel like maybe like 1 week and that would be completely gone. I'm actually really happy I've been focusing on shadow sticks because I want to move more of them out of my collection. While I like the fact that I don't have to use a brush and there's one less thing that I need to clean, I really find that these don't apply as opaque as like color tattoos do. And I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe I haven't been trying like the right brands. I'm just using what's in my collection right now. But so far I've not been converted to shadow sticks, and I'm gonna stick with my color tattoos. So that's it for these products and this update. I think I'll update you guys again once I use up, you know, like maybe like 1 or 2 more of these products, and then I'll probably move on to another edition of a project pan, because a lot of these items, as I keep saying, are things that I feel like are going to take months and weeks to use up. I don't have a whole lot of fluff items, so to speak, in here, but I hope to give you guys an update in maybe like a month. I'll hopefully have some things finished up. But as always, if you're doing any project panning, I'd love to hear from you. How is it going? Are you hitting a rut? Are you liking it? Any tips for how to use these things? Anything like that, I'd love to hear from you, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.